Hello students, today we are going to learn that what is the concept of Carnot theorem. Okay, so in this lecture I am not going to particularly derive that Carnot theorem. I will tell you what is the physical significance behind that, means why Carnot theorem is there. Okay, so before going through this lecture, it would be better that you must check out my lecture on entropy first. The link is over here. Still I will talk in brief about what is the entropy principle, because by the help of that principle only I am going to explain you what is the physical significance of Carnot theorem. Okay, now first I will take this thing, that entropy change due to heat transfer. Okay, now suppose that there are two bodies, you can see over here, the body 1 has temperature T1, the body 2 has temperature T2, and T1 and T2 are in Kelvin, the unit is Kelvin. And suppose T1 is greater than T2 and heat is transferring from body 1 to body 2, and the amount of heat transfer is say del Q. Okay, now entropy change due to heat transfer, the entropy change of body 1 will be ds1, that will be minus del Q by T1. The reason being that heat is going out of the system. So formula is this, the entropy change of body 1 will be minus del Q by T1, and that heat is ultimately adding to this body 2. So for that the entropy change will be plus del Q by T2. That's it. So this is the entropy change of body 1, this is the entropy change of body 2. Now due to this thing, this process, what is the entropy change of universe? That will be the addition of these two entropies. So dus is equals to ds1 plus ds2, that's it. For example, suppose the body 1 has temperature 300 Kelvin and body 2 has temperature 200 Kelvin. Okay, now suppose 600 joules of heat is transferred from body 1 to 2. Okay, now what is the entropy change of body 1? That will be del Q by T1, but will be negative. So 600 by 300, that equals to minus 2 joule per Kelvin. And what is the entropy change of body 2? That will be, since 600 joule is transferred to this body 2, so del Q is again 600. So 600 by this thing 200, so that will be plus 3 joule per Kelvin. So what is the entropy change of universe? See the addition of the two. So in case we are adding the two, we are getting 1 joule per Kelvin. This is the entropy change of the universe. Okay, now remember the rule that entropy change of universe is always positive. You can see over here that there is some positive outcome. Okay, so no heat transfer can take place in the direction so that the entropy of the universe would decrease. That's it. This is what the rule is. So dus is always greater than or equal to 0. For example, suppose the heat would have moved in reverse direction. Suppose T1 is 200 Kelvin and T2 is 300 Kelvin, and 600 joules of heat is transferred from lower temperature to higher temperature. Suppose it is happening. In that case, ds will be what? That will be equals to del Q by T1, but negative. So 600 by 200, that is equals to minus 3 joule per Kelvin, and ds2 will be what? That will be equals to again 600 by 300, since heat is added to this higher temperature body, because we are taking the heat to move in reverse direction. So 600 by 300, that equals to plus 2 joule per Kelvin. So in case we are adding the 2 to get the entropy change of universe, that will be 2 minus 3, that is equals to minus 1 joule per Kelvin. Not possible. The reason being that heat cannot, not only heat, no process in this universe can happen in the direction to reduce the entropy of universe. So this is the reason that heat cannot flow spontaneously from cold to hot body. Heat always flows from hot to cold body. The reason being that in that case only this rule is not violated, that is the entropy change of universe can always be positive. The entropy of universe can only increase, it cannot reduce. Okay. Now what is heat engine? Heat engine is a device which converts heat energy into mechanical energy or work done. This is the definition of heat engine. Okay, we know this thing that energy is a quantity which can neither be created nor be destroyed, only it transforms in from one form to another form. Okay, so what is heat engine? It just transforms the heat energy into mechanical energy or work done. Okay, so as example, even firing of the bullet of a gun is also a process equivalent to heat engine. Reason being that when bullet is fired, actually the explosives of that shell of bullet burns, so it develops heat, and ultimately that heat converts into kinetic energy of that bullet. Okay, so that is also a sort of heat engine. Now according to definition, what is the principle of heat engine? Heat engine always works between two thermal reservoirs. Okay, one is hot reservoir, other is cold reservoir. Remember this thing, one hot and one cold reservoirs are required so that heat engine can work. Okay. Now suppose this hot reservoir is at temperature T1 and cold reservoir is at temperature T2. Okay. So this engine will absorb some amount of heat from hot reservoir, say del Q1. Okay, it is taking the heat from the hot reservoir and some portion of that heat will convert into work. This is the shaft of this engine, so over there some portion of this heat will convert into work and rest of the portion is rejected to the cold reservoir. Remember this thing, 100% of conversion of heat into work done is not possible. Okay, only a portion of heat can be converted into work done. So del Q1 converts into work some portion of del Q1 and rest of the portion, say del Q2, is rejected to the cold reservoir. Okay, now what is the work done? Simple, it would be the difference of the two, whatever heat which is input to the engine and whatever heat which is output from the engine. So that difference is what converting into work done. Now what is the efficiency of this engine? Whatever work we are getting, that is our desired effect, and for getting that work, what is the input? That is equals to del Q1. So this efficiency neta is equals to del W by del Q1. So del W is what? Del Q1 minus del Q2. So ultimately we are getting 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is what the efficiency of the engine. Of any engine, the efficiency is this much. Now, what is Carnot theorem? Carnot theorem says that this efficiency 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is always smaller than or equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. Here T2 and T1 are the cold and hot reservoirs temperatures respectively. Okay, T2 is the temperature of cold reservoir, T1 of hot reservoir. Okay, so it is always less than or equal to this. It means what? That maximum efficiency of engine will always be 1 minus T2 by T1. Reason being that this quantity is lesser than or equal to this. Possibility is this. So maximum to maximum it will be equal to this. So neta max equals to 1 minus T2 by T1. Now why? The reason is why Carnot is saying that maximum efficiency of engine is this much. We will prove it by the help of an example. Suppose I say that the hot reservoir's temperature is 400 Kelvin and cold reservoir's temperature is 200 Kelvin, and there are three cases. Case 1, from the hot reservoir 800 joules of heat is coming out and the engine is ultimately rejecting 600 joules of heat to the cold reservoir and a difference is converting into work. Case 2, that heat engine is absorbing 800 joules but rejecting 400 joules, okay, to the cold reservoir, and case 3, engine is absorbing 800 joules of heat and rejecting 100 joules of heat to the cold reservoir. So one by one we will take all the cases. So let's take the case 1. In case 1, what is 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1? That is equals to 1 minus 600 by 800, that is equals to 0.25, and 1 minus T2 by T1 is what? That is equals to 0.5. You can see that here 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is smaller than 1 minus T2 by T1. So rule is not violated, that is this Carnot theorem. So this thing. So in this case, what is the entropy change of the hot reservoir? Since 800 joules of heat is coming out from the hot reservoir, so that is equals to minus del Q1 by T1, that is equals to 800 upon 400 minus 2 joule per Kelvin. Now what is the entropy change of cold reservoir? That is equals to del Q2 by T2. So del Q2 is 600 and T2 is how much? That is equals to 200. So since heat is added to the cold reservoir, so the entropy change will be 600 by 200, that is equals to 3 joule per Kelvin. Now what is the entropy change of universe in this case? That is equals to hot temperature reservoirs entropy change plus cold temperature reservoir entropy change according to rule which I have told here. Okay, so that is coming out to be 3 minus 2, that is equals to 1 joule per Kelvin. So in this process, by running of this engine, which is according to case 1, the entropy of universe is increasing. 1 joule per Kelvin has been increased. So this is a possible case because no process can happen in the direction which will reduce the entropy of universe. So this is the entropy increment of universe. So it means it is possible. Now we are taking the case 2, that is this thing, that 800 joules of heat is coming out from hot reservoir and rejecting 400 joules. Okay. So 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is equals to 1 minus 400 by 800, that is equals to 0.5, and 1 minus T2 by T1 equals to what? That is equals to 1 minus 200 by 400, that is also 0.5. So here what we see, that 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is exactly equals to 1 minus T2 by T1. Now in this case, what is the entropy change of hot reservoir? That is equals to again minus del Q1 by T1, that is equals to minus 800 by 400. Okay. So minus 2 joule per Kelvin. Now what is the entropy change of cold reservoir? Since in the cold reservoir the amount of heat added is 400 joules, so 400 upon T2 is 200 Kelvin, so 2 joule per Kelvin. Now in case we are finding the entropy change of universe, that will be the addition of the 2, that is equals to 2 minus 2, that is equals to 0 joule per Kelvin. Now over here this is exactly equal. Now this is the most ideal case. Okay, so in this case the engine will run with highest efficiency. However, this is almost impossible case, because practically, see, no process can happen in the direction which will reduce the entropy of universe. Maximum to maximum it can be possible that no change is occurring in the entropy, but that is the most ideal case. So this type of engine in which the engine is running, however no entropy change is happening with the universe, is called as Carnot engine. So this is an ideal case, however theoretically possible but practically impossible. Now we are taking the case 3 in which del Q1 is 800, however del Q2 is 100. So in this case 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 equals to 1 minus 100 by 800, that equals to 0.875, and 1 minus T2 by T1 is again 1 minus 200 by 400, that equals to 0.5. Here 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1 is greater than 1 minus T2 by T1. So let's see what will happen with the entropy change of universe. The hot reservoir's entropy change will be minus del Q1 of T1, that is equals to minus 800 upon 400, that equals to minus 2 joule per Kelvin, and cold reservoir's entropy change equals to plus del Q2 by T2, that is equals to 100 by 200, that is equals to 0.5 joule per Kelvin. Now what is the entropy change of universe? Let's add the two, we will get negative answer. So what is happening? In case 3, the entropy of universe is reducing. So this is the reason that it is not possible 1 minus del Q2 by del Q1, that is the efficiency of engine, is greater than 1 minus T2 by T1, which it is an impossible case. The reason being that if the engine is running with this fashion, it will reduce the entropy of universe. Okay, so by this example we have found that why it is said that maximum efficiency of engine is equals to 1 minus T2 by T1. So final conclusion is that no heat engine would work in the direction which will reduce the entropy of universe. Okay, so if in case we want the heat engine to work in the direction to increase the entropy of universe or at most no entropy change, then the Carnot theorem has to be followed, that is the maximum efficiency of engine must be 1 minus T2 by T1. In case it is greater than this, I told you what is the problem. So hope by this small lecture you would have learned that what is Carnot theorem and what is the physical significance behind that. Thank you.